All right, welcome to the Heart Connection, hosted by myself, John Toivonen, and of course, with me as always, the lovely Diane Bishop. Diane, how are we doing today?
Good evening, everybody. So glad to be here again, John.
Yes, we had a little hiatus after the Rock from the Heart event, but we're back.
Yes.
We're ready to do some more interviews. Going to go over socials really quick. Once again, you can always find me, John T, at rockfromtheheart.org for my email address, just like it is in the description of what it says underneath my little video there. You can also find us, Rock from the Heart, on Facebook, Aortic Health Unlimited on Facebook, as well as both Instagram for both of those as well, and LinkedIn. We will be making a show page. I think Diane's in the works for that, so we're going to get that going
Right.
here. But today we have the honor of having Survivor Kevin Songer with us today. Kevin, how are we doing?
Hello, John. Hello, Diane. Every day is a good day.
Yes, every day that we can wake up is one we celebrate, right? I mean,
You bet.
it's that's the one thing about being a survivor is every day is a little bit more unique for us because they're all special, right? So, um, Kevin, talk a little bit about your initial heart event, what you had go on, give us the Cliff Notes version of what you had happen to you.
You got it, John. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to you and Diane for everything you do. I always look forward to your posts on Facebook and Instagram, social media. I am an avid follower, and I love Diane's post on Facebook in the middle of the night when she says, "Hoot,
Hoot,
hoot,
hoot.
hello, night
Oh
That's
owl."
yeah.
it.
So it's
Yes.
like, I know I'm not the only person out there, the only survivor out there, that there are other survivors awake. And if I need to
Yes.
connect, if I need to ask, then somebody is there, somebody's going to hear me. So I'm so grateful for what you do, John, and what you do, Diane. So keep it up.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm
Um,
awake at
one
3 o'clock in the
survivor to the
morning too.
next.
I'm awake at 3 o'clock in the
Okay.
morning too. So feel free.
So, 2011 is when I dissected. I think it was the day after Thanksgiving. It was right after Thanksgiving. And I was home alone because we were in the process of moving from Jacksonville to Palm Coast. And my family, my wife and two kids were in Palm Coast. And I felt like something was wrong, like a semi truck had hit me. And so I lay down on the bed and I thought, no, if I stay here, I may not be here tomorrow. So I got in my car and drove about a mile to the neighborhood hospital, Memorial Hospital in Jacksonville on University and Beach. And I walked in. The thing, one of the lessons I learned was always know where the ER entrance is to your local hospital, because
Very
I
important.
parked on the opposite end of the campus and I was having, my dissections. So I walked and struggled to get to the ER. And I can remember when I walked into the ER, I was pale as a sheet, and the nurse, fortunately, you know what they did? They ordered a CT immediately, the on-call doctor.
Wow.
And that really is what saved my life. That's been 15 years ago. So
Wow.
I can remember the CT tech. He said, "Oh my God," really loud, and I'm like, "Uh-oh, that's not good news." And I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "Well, the doctor will tell you shortly, but it's something to do with your aorta. It looks really off." And so I didn't remember a whole lot after that, except the hospital called my wife Judy, and she came up, which is about an hour drive. And the next thing I remember, they had me sedated, was the doctor said, "Okay, we're going to go in. You have a 50-50 chance." And I said, "Well, it's got to be done. Do it." And this doctor was amazing. His name was Nathan Bates, and he was a young ER doctor, young cardiothoracic surgeon. He had never done a repair before, so this was his first repair, and he took 11 hours and he replaced my ascending with a Teflon graft and gave me a St. Jude mechanical clicker aortic valve, which can be really annoying sometimes because it can get so loud. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes at night I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I can't go to sleep because this heart valve is so loud. But anyway, I'm very grateful for it. And it's like a metronome. It beats right at 60 beats per minute because of my beta blocker, metoprolol. But so
No.
yeah, afterwards, I was in the hospital for, I don't know, 5 or 6 days.
Okay.
And when I got home, the first thing I did was go talk to Dr. Google. It's like, how do I fix a torn aorta? I want to live. How can I reverse this thing that's happened to me? I have 2 teenagers. I want to see them grow up. I want to see them graduate and get married and have children. And they have graduated, but they're not married and they don't have children yet. So I'm still waiting for that. However, depression set in and I started feeling really down. It's like, okay, why have I been shortchanged? And someone told me, Judy told me about Qigong, and Qigong's a Chinese exercise.
Hmm.
I started doing Qigong. At first, I couldn't even walk to the bathroom after my dissection, and doing anything was physically impossible almost. But step by step, I started working out with Qigong, just gentle movements. A lot of those movements are seated. So it was easy to do in my easy chair that I was recuperating in. And over time, Qigong, doing those basic exercises, allowed me to get up and walk to the mailbox, then get on my bike and ride miles. And um, 10 years later, I decided, hey, you know what? Western medicine saved my life, and I'm very grateful for it. They gave me a new aorta. My heart is fine, but my aorta was torn. It's kind of fixed now. But Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and Qigong gave me a new outlook on life and helped me deal with the trauma of having gone through that dissection and helped me find new energies to do the things that I've always wanted to do. So I'm very grateful for both Western medicine and Eastern medicine. So I decided to go to acupuncture school so I can help other people deal with their trauma. And I'm in my 3rd year of acupuncture school. I'll be a doctor of acupuncture next spring. So I'm looking forward to taking my boards and helping other people.
That is
In the meantime,
wonderful.
In the meantime, I
Awesome.
want to share Qigong with people. So anytime you want to have a Qigong set on your channel, just let me know and we'll work with the survivors to learn
Nice.
easy movements. So that's it in a nutshell. John, Diane.
That that is a wonderful story. And first of all, I gotta say, aortic dissection survivor. That gal next to me, aortic dissection survivor. Aortic dissection survivor. We're
Right.
in an elite club, and we're all ascending as well. So that's
Right?
an elite club there. So, and Diane, I believe, has got you beat by a year though. You're at 16, aren't you,
Okay.
Diane, or are you at 15
I'm,
or
no, I'm
more?
going on
20,
18 years.
18. There you
18,
go.
19, yes.
Way
Okay.
to go, Diane.
Yep. So kudos to you, long-term dissection survivors, and the fact that each one of our dissections was 100% different. Even though they
Right.
were the same, they were 100% different. My experience
Mhm.
was nothing like the experience that you had.
What was your experience like?
Mine was emergent. I actually had cardiac tamponade, which killed me.
Hmm.
And so that's how they knew. And fortunately, through the grace of God, I had the bad one. I had the catastrophic
Oh,
dissection. So
goodness.
I know. I hear people go,
But
"Oh yeah,
you're here today.
I'm here
That's
today.
right.
Right.
I'm here because
And
of
you're living
time."
a full life and you're helping other
Mhm.
people.
Yes, and I'm here because of timing. Timing was the key thing, and the people that were at the hospital where I was at. If all three
Mhm.
weren't there, I wouldn't be here right now. It's amazing how miracles work, Kevin, and
Right.
Right.
it's so great to see you taking that passion that
Mhm.
essentially not like saved your life and then enhanced your life, and now you're
Exactly.
taking it and converting it
Mhm.
into helping other people. That is
Right.
awesome. And not only
Awesome.
it's going to be your career, which is awesome. You're
Hmm.
doing, it's not a job when you do what you love, right?
Hmm.
Absolutely. I want to hear about Diane's dissection too.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, first of all, may I say that you were very fortunate that they took immediate action the way they did.
Right?
They found it, they took care of it. I was misdiagnosed and I
Oh
was
no.
taken to, I mean, I went to the hospital and I was told that I was having a panic attack and sent home on Xanaxes. But then,
Oh my goodness.
just yes, very short in a nutshell. The following day, I had trouble again. Was taken to DCH hospital, and they ran some tests. I have lupus on top of that,
Hmm.
and just to cut it short,
Autoimmune issues are such a challenge.
yes.
Mhm.
And when they found that, it was I described my experience as total chaos. The hospital went to me, I felt everyone haywire, people running in and another, get her out of here. And what is going
Oh,
on? I had no clue. I had to be taken to UAB hospital, which they in turn saved my life, but I was only given 0 to 1% because I was that so much as in critical condition to where they told me I couldn't even move or they didn't want
you
me to
you
use
are a
the
walking
restroom.
miracle. We all are a
I
walking
know.
We
miracle.
all
I
are.
know. I love it when
So
people when
my
people say
story
that.
doesn't end. My story
Yes.
didn't end there about the aorta. So about 2 weeks when I got home, I started noticing that my chest was turning red, and it got swollen, and it started growing up like a big pimple sore right here above my heart. Turned out that I had this huge infection on my graft. And so I went to the cardiothoracic surgeon's office, and it kind of really shocked them to see this huge bloody infection on my chest. And he actually lanced it without any kind of painkiller right there
Ooh.
on the examination table to release some. They took me back in, and they told me, they said, "Oh my goodness." They said, your graft is covered with green goop. And I'm like, "Okay, all right, you fixed it one time. I know you can fix it again."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "We're going to try. If we can't do it, we're going to send you to Shands in Gainesville." But he did. He put me back under, and I was kind of excited for the second surgery because during the first surgery, I had a near-death experience that was very colorful and very vivid, and I was so excited about, hey, I get to go back there and have this experience again. But I didn't the second time. So I had to wear one of those negative pressure things on my heart,
Oh, wound
a
vac
vac
or whatever. Yeah.
wound vac for a
Yeah.
long time. And they could never figure out what the green goop was. They thought maybe it's a fungus, maybe it's some kind of bacteria. So they put me on 24/7 IV. They put a PICC line in my arm, 24/7 IV at home for like 4 months. And all the nasty antibiotics that we're not supposed to take and antifungals. However, they worked, and here I am.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good.
it's an ongoing saga. Dissection doesn't end with that surgery. You always have
Exactly.
something new. And every time you have a new pain that you haven't experienced before, it's like, uh-oh, what's happening again?
Hmm.
So
Well, and that's
dissection life. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
it's totally true. And
Yeah.
and the fact that you say that, like, you're almost mirroring my experience, except for a little bit of distance between. I just didn't have a big abscess, but I had to have all my parts taken out because I did get an infection, which was terrible, and all of that. But here we are. But now, after that experience, after having that, I mean, did they open you up again to see that, or
We
were they
did.
able to see? Okay, so
No,
they open you
no.
up again, they close you up again. Now you're back home, you're recovering. Take us through maybe some of, other than, like, the depression you already talked about and things. What were some of the other most frustrating battles that you had to face in the first 2 years of your recovery?
Frustrating. Honestly, just learning how to walk and
Mhm.
talk and wipe your butt on the toilet and
Hmm.
but Judy, my wife, she was amazing, amazing caregiver, and my children, just great support, and friends and family, great support. Facebook support groups, Diane's group, um, Aortic Hope. I could
Yes,
Mhm.
always I could always go look at somebody else's challenges and think, hey, they're doing it, so can I.
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about connecting. It's especially connecting with other survivors, because in the initial, like when I started searching on Facebook, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything on aortic disease. I couldn't
Mm-mm.
find anything on dissection. I couldn't find anything. There was no information out
Right?
there. And you're talking 6 years ago. That's not that long ago. And
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
Not
slowly,
really. Not really.
slowly it came out. Now I'm
Mm-mm.
following, a bunch of different
Mm-hmm.
sites. Aortic Hope was probably one of the first ones that I saw, and then also Rock from the Heart. Those were the two that
Mm-hmm.
I
Right?
really that I
Yes.
really
Yes.
um,
Rock
that I
from the
really
heart.
gravitated to. So,
Yes.
and now with all the work that Diane and I do with Rock from the Heart, it's become a
Mm-hmm.
passion of ours too, with the events that we help with and volunteer with. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's an ongoing battle. It's a continuing battle. It's an always discussion, and it's always great to hear from other survivors like yourself and hear how you're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
And
so now you've been got the recovery. You're first through the first couple of years. Has there been anything since up till now, leading up till now, that has caused any setbacks or complications or any new ailments because of what you went through 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Don, two things, Diane, two things that I would mention. First is warfarin life. Warfarin life, I have to take warfarin. I can't do the newfangled anticoagulants. For me,
Yeah.
it's warfarin because of the type of
Yeah.
valve I have. And so from time to time, I'll look like I've been in a vampire attack, walking down the street, bleeding. I don't even know where all the
Mm-hmm.
blood's
Yep.
coming from. But, I'm appreciative of warfarin because it keeps my clots from forming or clots from forming. And then second is dealing with Western doctors when they don't know that I'm here to stay. Because
Mhm.
sometimes I'll get a really bad pain, like if think my gallbladder is infected or something, I'll go to the ER just to have it checked out. And inevitably, after the radiologist sees the CT they run, I can hear my doctor will walk in and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're standing here. I cannot. Do you know how torn your descending aorta is still?" Uh, so over and over, the first time a new doctor meets me, it's like, oh my God, if I didn't see you here alive looking at this CT, I would think that you're dead. And so I've had to learn how to deal with that trauma. And it's very real trauma when
Mm-hmm.
people tell you, I can't believe you're alive. And, so
Yes.
uh, Qigong and acupuncture have also helped me learn to deal with that mental trauma, the emotional trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And the alternatives, or like I say alternatives, but I search for that kind of stuff all the time. Things that
Mm-hmm.
aren't of traditional medicine that would help us, because obviously they're like like you said, Eastern medicine or Chinese culture medicine, that has been around for thousands and thousands
Oh,
of
Thousands of
years.
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 Yeah,
Right,
and
right.
so it's always interesting to hear when people find a great alternative that really
Mm-hmm.
works for them, because I'd never heard of that. So now I'm interested in checking
Mm-hmm.
it out. So thank you for bringing that to
I am
our
too.
show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the easiest exercises you could do is just a simple lift your hands above your head. As we age, and especially for survivors that are sitting in chairs and inactive, people don't lift their hands above their head anymore.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
because of that, they're going to get shoulder pain and their shoulders are going to begin to lock up and just pain stagnation sets in. So some of the Qigong exercises we do are just moving our hands above our head. Very simple, but very
Oh.
effective.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That is excellent. And
Very interested in it.
yeah,
Yes.
and I'm all in to learn more about it. So
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to learn from you. I'm ready to learn from any like I let's
Mm-hmm.
go. Like let's do an episode where you're teaching us the movements, and
Yes.
that would be
Yes.
awesome. We could do a follow up here in
Mm-hmm.
couple of
And
weeks, couple months.
it's such an inspiration to others because they think, hey, these people have been through what I'm going through, but look at them now. They're enjoying life. They look healthy. They feel
Mm-hmm.
active, and so it's yeah, keeping yourself in shape is so important. My doctors always tell me now, your number one priority in life is to be as physically fit and healthy as you can, because if you're
Mm-hmm.
not, you're no good to anybody else
Exactly.
Yes.
as inspiration. So,
Exactly.
right.
And that's something that hits at home for
Let
Mm-hmm.
me
me.
ask you guys, what
So
kind of exercises do you do on a regular basis?
on a regular basis, that's a good question.
No weekly
Um,
basis.
so mine is a little different. I know one thing is I need to walk, but I also live in a place where your face can fall off in 5 minutes if you're outside. So
Mm,
it's a little different for me.
Yeah.
Um, not to say that I can't walk in 40 below,
Yeah.
but
right.
it happens frequently. Like right now, I think it's 30. No, it's in the 20s. There's a wind, and we just got 6 inches, or yeah, 6 inches of snow a week ago. So,
Wow.
Goodness.
but and also there's other contributing factors. So like this, that's why this would be perfect for me because I cannot. I have been told since my dissection, but even especially now, I cannot get my heart rate above 130. They're like, absolutely not. That is off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Never again.
Right.
And
And that's the
that's
beauty of Qigong. We keep the
and
heart rate
that's
low. It's
Right.
exactly. So
80 beats per minute max, 85 sometimes, but no, the key is just slow and steady. Like the turtle. The tortoise always wins the race.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Now
How
what if
about
you're
you, Diane?
oh yeah,
How
go ahead.
about you,
That
Diane? What kind of exercise do you do?
I stay very active. I mean, as far as I'm able to get up, but with the lupus on top, with the aortic dissection, and of course I had
Right?
valve replaced. But my biggest challenge and another thing that keeps me up with lupus, there's like two, three different types of lupus. I have the kind that expects my muscle, my joints, my internal organs get affected, a lot of kidney infections and stuff. But
Right?
when sometime when I'm laying in bed, feels like I'm bruised. You ever been working out and you got the soreness from working out?
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
way I feel sometime in pain. Even the bed hurts. And I feel like that would be beneficial as long as tolerate. But, as with, anything, and this is for everybody, before you try anything, consult your doctor. But for me, I
Absolutely.
personally, I think this will be beneficial. Um, I stay active. I love the garden and the outdoors. I love gardening. Again, I can't do so much like I did before, but I used to sit there and plant rows and rows of flowers and plants and another thing, I want to take it this step back. You had talked about the experience that you had the first time about the near death experience. If you
Yes.
go back to and Google UAB Hospital, Diane Bishop, you will find my story briefly in an article that they have written about me. And the beauty and the joy from being dissected or being a survivor, you can make it, break it, you can make it lift you up, empower you. For me, Aortic Health Unlimited is officially the first organization that has officially started the care packages, and we give away free blood pressure cuff, pill color, pill organizers, journals. If we and we out throughout the United States. Google aortic Diane Bishop UAB Hospital, and we have been doing this for about 9 years out, 9, 10 years, and we're out throughout the countries, and we offer this to others. but you will see the story about me and my near death experience, a brief story about it. But again, for everybody, anybody that goes through it, um, it's very difficult, challenges every day, but find something that brings joy in your life, is what I could
That is
say
so
about
true.
it.
That is so true. And I've always loved your care packages that you put together, seeing what you're doing on Facebook.
Thank you.
That has always been an inspiration for me.
Thank you.
It really has. Yes. Uh-huh. So I wanted to really quick
Mhm.
say that not only physically will Qigong help, but also emotionally, it can
Yes.
really take care of trauma issues. And I wanted to run through just a really brief meditation that's an active meditation. So in
Yep.
Chinese medicine, we have five organs, five yin organs in our body.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so they're the heart, the lungs, um, the spleen, the kidneys, and the liver. Now, I like to go around in a circle and tell each organ how much I appreciate them. So we're going to do it right now. We're just
Okay.
going to sit still, belly breathe, take a deep breath, and let your belly expand. Belly breathing is so good. Exhale, your belly comes back towards the spine. So we're going to breathe through our belly while we're doing this meditation. So you can think about your heart and just say, thank you, heart, for beating so many times a day and keeping my body filled with fresh oxygen and fresh blood. And tell your heart right now how much you appreciate your heart. And just you can go ahead and say, thank you, heart. Now we're going to move over to our spleen. Our spleen in Chinese medicine is symbolic of digestion and filling our body with nutrients. So now we're going to say, thank you, spleen and stomach, for all you do while I'm sleeping. You're providing me with nutrition. Thank you,
Thank you.
spleen and stomach. And now let's move to our lungs. Thank you, lungs, for while I was asleep and I don't even know you're doing all that work, that thankless job. Thank you, lungs, for filling my body full of fresh oxygen every day. And think about this, Diane and John. Think about the belly breathing. It's a great tool to take you anywhere you go. You don't have to have a tool bag because if you're in a car, you get road rage, you just breathe slowly in through your belly and you can feel all that anxiety dissipate. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you, lungs, for all you do. Now we're going to go to our kidneys. Very important. I know that you, just like me, have issues with our kidneys because of all the iodine radiation from our CT scans and the drugs that we have to take to stay alive. So our kidneys are working overtime and they like to be told thank you also. So we're going to say thank you, kidneys, for all that you do
Yes.
for our body. And then our liver, how it detoxifies all those toxins, that radioactive dye from the CT scans or MRIs, and all the other contaminants in our body. Thank you, liver, for all the hard work you do. And we're back to our heart. And I call that my Qigong teacher who lives in Thailand, Marissa Cranfield. She's with Yochi Qigong. She calls this the inner smile meditation. And if you can, when you wake up in the morning, start thanking your body for providing you with life and doing all these thankless chores, pumping blood, moving blood, absorbing oxygen, etc., your organs will be blessed and they'll thank you so much. So that's a quick Qigong flow meditation that will lift your spirit anytime you're feeling depressed. So there you go.
I love it. That was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And that is exactly what we
Mm-hmm.
needed on here. See, like we don't ever claim to be medical professionals, but
Mm-mm.
you're kind of going to be a medical professional, right? I mean, because you said you're going to be a doctor of acupuncture, correct?
So in
Nice.
Florida, acupuncturists, licensed acupuncturists are considered primary caregivers. So
Oh,
we can,
nice.
well,
Wow.
yeah. So it's a tough program. It's a 4-year program. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
impressive. And
Right.
I love what you're doing. I love your attitude. You just have a natural glow to you right now that you're just
I'm
like
Yes,
so
he
you're
glad to be
does.
so
He
you're
alive.
so
does.
happy and we're so happy you're
Yes.
here.
We're lucky. We're
Yeah,
lucky to
Yes.
be alive.
absolutely.
Blessed.
Really there's when the throes of life get at you. I mean, there's plenty of stuff coming at us,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like
Right.
other than just even our health, our heart events, or anything like that. Life is so chaotic right now, especially if you have
Right?
kids, and
Uh-huh.
especially
Yes.
if you're not in, if you don't come from generational wealth, if you're struggling to get by, if you're working paycheck to paycheck, there's a lot of stressful things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
then on
real.
top of that, throw in all the stuff that we got going on, and now that
Ooh.
just enhances it by 3 times. So
Mm-hmm.
having that centered balance and having something to fall back on. And I've always thought of acupuncture as well as something that would be relaxing and something that would be like almost bring, I don't know, it falls in line with that getting centered and treating an area. And I don't, I mean, that's what my
It
picture of
does.
acupuncture.
If you've never had needles
No,
before,
I haven't.
acupuncture needles, then you should try. It's totally amazing. And
Yes.
one of the
I'd like
classes we
to.
take in acupuncture school is cadaver lab. So we will actually uh, reflect back skin all the way down to the bone on cadavers, and you can see how the different channels in acupuncture, how they run through your body. So you can see how if you put a needle
Mm.
here, that your shoulder pain can disappear. You can see how the muscles and the tendons are all related and tied together. So I would highly encourage you find a
Yes.
local acupuncturist, go visit and see what they can do for you for pain, physical pain or emotional pain. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kevin.
I'm kind of thinking Florida is nice around this time of year, right? I can
80
make a
degrees
trip.
right
Oh,
now.
I can make a trip. I can make a trip. You got a customer
Alabama's
already.
nice too, but Alabama
And it
was
is.
cold last night.
Mm-hmm.
yes, it was. We got snow, but I was going to say, Kevin, I might be knocking on your door because usually in July, me and my husband go down to Clearwater, Florida. So
That's not too far.
I'm going to
I,
be knocking on your door.
I
But
I'm I have clinic Monday nights till 10:30 at night in St. Petersburg. So if you're in Clearwater, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump, and we give you a great acupuncture session.
okay,
Absolutely, and you and your husband both.
you know what? That'd be a good time, John, to do
I
an
think you could do it.
episode live
Yeah, yeah,
on it.
there you go.
Would you
Yeah,
consider in July?
you guys can be
Yes,
there. I'll be here, and
yes.
you
Let's
just,
do that. Let's
yep.
plan on it,
I'll
Kevin.
talk to Kevin.
That'd be
Absolutely.
great.
Diane will be on the
Um,
table
I would
getting her stuff
I would
done.
love
So
that.
yeah,
yes.
that would be awesome. Yeah, I'd totally be into
Another
that.
one more question that I have for you,
Yes,
Kevin.
ma'am. Uh-huh.
With this Kajan, this could be done while you lay in the bed as well, can it not? For those who aren't able to get up or have trouble, or could certain things could be done while you're laying in the
Absolutely.
bed?
Most of our patients are laying on a table when we apply the needles. So, yes, they can lay in the
Hmm.
bed and have their needles also, for
Okay.
sure.
And as well as the exercises, the movement, the breathing
Yeah,
and
Oh,
the
the
in
Qigong,
and
Qigong,
out.
yeah. Oh,
Qigong.
my goodness. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
You'll have to excuse my southern friend. She doesn't do well with pronunciation of hard words. I don't either.
Abs-
I
You
love
notice
you,
how I didn't
John.
even attempt to say it because she tries it, and but
I
You know,
try. I try.
every muscle and every joint in your body, no matter how small they are all tied, interrelated to all the other muscles in your body.
Uh-huh.
So if you're laying in bed and you want to do finger twirls, that can affect all parts of your body. You can feel the what we call the energy chi moving through all parts of your body. So you doesn't matter. You don't have to get up. You can be seated in your recliner. You can be laying in bed, and we can do exercises to move the chi, we call chi energy.
Hmm.
And my favorite saying is where the chi goes, the blood flows. And where the blood flows, oxygen goes to your body and you're going to benefit. So we're going to move the chi.
I love it. I'm all about the chi. That was I heard a lot about it when I was younger and around a lot.
Right.
I used to be a cross country skier, so I was around a lot of like those athletes, and that was they use a lot of Eastern medicine, and that
Mm-hmm.
was 25 years ago. So I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's yeah. So I
Nice.
definitely hear the chi. I always think of that chi. I was gonna mention something about it. I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't the same thing, but That's cool.
Oh, it is.
That's good.
It is, John. I am so excited that you guys are doing what you're doing. It's just
Yes,
like
thank
we
you.
need this. We
Yeah,
as the survivor community has to have this, and
yeah.
you guys are you're so appreciated, and you're such an inspiration.
Oh, well, thank you. And you know what?
Thanks.
You are a definite new inspiration
Joy,
for us
yes.
and our listeners. So what I want to do is I want to give you the opportunity, plug whatever you want, give us socials if you want. You want people to follow you.
Please.
If you're thinking about opening acupuncture, anything that you want to promote right now, this is your opportunity. Kevin, it's your show.
Sure.
Please let
Okay.
us know.
So I really, John and Diana, I really believe that nature, that the the creation, the universe has everything we need to live a bountiful life as survivors. So if you're depressed, go outside. Go somewhere in nature.
Okay.
Get outside. I really do believe it. So I incorporate as much of nature into my healing modalities as I can. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you'll see pictures of me going into the swamp because
Okay.
what I do is I set up recorders out in the swamp so I can record nature sounds, and then I'll bring them back. And when we do healing in a treatment room or in a sound bath, I'll tell you a story really quick. Our ancestors generations ago were sitting around the campfire right now at this time of the day, and they were sharing their forage from the day, their hunt, and they were drinking their brew, and they were talking, and they were laughing in the fire, and the flames were coming up. And as long as they heard the crickets and the frogs in the background, they knew they were safe because there were no predators about, because those crickets and frogs would go quiet as soon as a predator came about. And today we're in our house, we can't hear those crickets, we can't hear those frogs, and we're missing out what nature can give us to relax and move our anxiety away. So there's so much, nature has so much to give us. And if you go on Instagram, you can follow me, Kevin Shea Songer, KevinSheaSonger, on Instagram. You'll just find pictures of flowers because I believe flowers are healing. You'll find Qigong videos. You'll find all kind of stuff that deals with healing. And so, and then friend request me on Facebook under Kevin Songer. I'd love to share what about healing.
I love it. Yeah, this is you know what?
This
Uh,
has been great.
this has been excellent because this is
Great.
totally we every time we do a show and we talk to someone, it's something different. That's what I love about this show.
Yes.
And I think
Oh,
I told you beforehand. I'm like, we're we're pretty low key. We're like, this isn't
right.
formal.
No, this has been
Like
a blast. I
I
love it.
switch my hat up every time based on my feeling. I gotta, gotta have
I
my
can't see what the logo says
uh
because the phone is so small.
Minnesota
Oh,
Gophers.
Michigan.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. The
Minnesota.
Wolverines. Oh,
Minnesota. The
Minnesota.
Gophers.
Oh, okay. It's an M. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
we're more of the original M. We're
All right.
we're
All
we're
right.
better than they are. We won a bunch of national
So,
championships in the 40s. So
so I'm in Sarasota, Bradenton, Sarasota, Tampa area. Come down if you're in Florida.
Okay.
Look me up. We'll
yes,
go to lunch. We'll have a cup of
We're on
coffee.
it.
I'll take you by the school. I'll
I
take
love
you
it.
to the clinic at school, and we'll have a good time.
I love it.
We're on
Well,
it.
we want to take the time to thank and appreciate Kevin for coming on the show. Please visit him on Instagram. Can you really quick give a spelling for the Qigong? Because so that we can get,
Hey,
if you know that.
yeah, if you want to look on Google, Qigong is Qigong. However, if you go to my YouTube channel, just Kevin Songer on YouTube, there's a slew of my Qigong videos, and also on Instagram too. You can find a lot of
Okay,
Qigong videos. Just scroll
awesome.
down amongst all the alligator skulls and snakes and flowers, and you'll find my Qigong videos.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, thank you. We appreciate this. This has been
Ooh.
wonderful material. You are the star of the show now. I love it. This is great.
Mm.
So, with that, we're going to go ahead and let Kevin drop off whenever he's ready. So, thank you, Kevin.
All
Have a good
right,
Thank you
bye
night.
so
bye.
much,
And we're going
Kevin.
to stay on, and Diane are going
Enjoyed
to
it.
enjoy this. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, was that
Woo!
amazing?
It
Oh,
was awesome.
I loved
And
it.
I got the green light. I'm gonna make sure that when me and Ricky go, because we go once a year, we go to Clearwater. We go for about 5 days. I'm gonna make a point to where we book. He says on Mondays, Monday we're going to do an episode live in
That'll be
July. I'm gonna get with him. I wrote it
that'll be
down,
great.
so I'm gonna get with him, and it's so interesting because John, so many of us we do forget that back before all the doctors were officially doctors and everything back then, people lived off the land. There's so much healing properties,
Hmm.
and I myself, when he was talking about nature healing, sometime when I am depressed, honest to God, and I'm bad about this, not necessarily so bad, but when I do get in the car on a beautiful sunny day and I'm depressed, I relax and everything. But then I decide the therapeutic shopping.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Take, yeah, it's that. But really, truly, if
I love
I
it.
go outside and the sun's shining, it does something to you, and
I
that
know.
is totally 100% correct.
That's what's really getting to me now. It's that midwinter funk in
Oh
Minnesota
yeah.
because we have winter starting in no early November, and it doesn't go away until April, and it's long, it's dark, it's
Yes.
cold, it's
Mm-hmm.
lonely because we don't want to go outside, so you're alone a lot, you're at home.
Right.
It's just it's
Gloomy.
yeah, it's so I tell you what, when the sun's shining, like this time of year, I love when it starts to get lighter
Mhm.
later, and I can't wait to get
Right.
outside and do some walking and do some, and I can't wait to do
Mhm.
some qigong. I'm gonna do it
Yes.
outside in the sun.
Right.
I'm gonna follow
So
along with Kevin. So
this has been so great, John, and so informative. And we do want to follow up with them, and we will come live with you in July. But overall, what is your final thought over everything for all of us? Give us your final thought.
I mean, this is a tough one because there's been a lot of information. I thought I had this all figured out, and then all of a sudden we had this excellent show, and now my brain is just depleted of everything because I need to make room for what we just learned in that whole observation. But I would say, my final thought is no matter what type of situation you've been through health wise, whether it's heart, whether it's cancer, whether it's anything like that. Um, Survival is the hardest part. That's initially the hardest part, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, the long road ahead is grueling, right? So then
Mm-hmm.
eventually that ends up becoming, like, you think it's terrible at first, but the
Yeah.
recovery is what really takes it out of. So when you can find ways to not only lift your spirits but make yourself feel better, to um, get out in nature more, to just alternative ways to help yourself
Mm-hmm.
feel better. That's the most important thing because no matter what, at the end of the day, it's all how about how you feel. And if you're not feeling
Right.
good, well, let's find out what makes that work. And so I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate everything that Kevin has said to us today and has given us today. And I think we've
Oh
made an
yes.
excellent connection for life and for our listeners, our viewers as well. This was a
Mm-hmm.
treat for you guys. This is free content. I love it. This is this is what we do. This is what we do it for. This is why we do it.
Right.
Is to get into situations like this where you've got someone that is just he is a personality changer. I can tell when he walks in the room. He's one of those people. And that is definitely what we needed on a day like today, especially
Mm-hmm.
after all that all of us have been through. It's great to hear that. So long, but that is my final thought. So I like it. I think what a great show. Once again, want to plug our socials. Air to Health Unlimited, rockfromtheheart.org, Rock from the Heart Facebook page, Air to Health Unlimited Facebook page, as well
Yep.
as Instagrams, LinkedIn's, and then YouTube is where you can find all these episodes,
Yep.
and more content as we go along. We
Mm-hmm.
have we're in the works with the Duluth Rock from the Heart event. Some things have changed. We're going to have to back it up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
couple of weeks. But no matter what, we'll get that nailed down. We'll get the details nailed down soon and get that out to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back in a couple of weeks here. and be back for some more content. Hopefully have another guest. If not, we still have to wrap up the event from Rock from the Heart. So maybe we take the time. We'll wrap up the event, talk about it, and then we can get back into these wonderful guests that we have on our show. We're
Right.
so appreciative of them. So,
Hmm.
with that, Diane, anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I like to invite anybody who's interested in being a guest on our show to contact myself or, of course, John, and we would love to have you. No matter how big or strong, we want to hear your story. We want
Mhm.
to hear your advice. Anything. We're here. This is for you, about you.
Yes.
And I welcome anybody. It could be your physician, it could be any advice you have, yourself, your caregiver, your child. We want to hear out of the mouth of babes, John, out of the mouth of
Yeah.
babes, right?
We're just the vehicle. We
Yes.
want our people to drive it. That's what
Hmm.
we're giving you the vehicle. We want you to drive it. We want to hear all about it.
Right.
So yeah, you can
Yeah.
contact either one of us. Mine, John T at rockfromtheheart.org
Hmm.
email, but it kind of just looks like that. So
Hmm.
JON, very important. Make sure you note that JON. Uh,
Yes.
so that's great. Awesome. Once again, excellent show. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks. So I just want to thank everyone out. Thank you for coming and listening
Hmm.
to and watching the Heart Connection here with myself
Hmm.
and Diane. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Al.